To all the people who have seen Bigfoot precisely once, to those who cast a single spell which worked nearly as intended, you who saw what could only be a single flying saucer, a lonely vampire, a reclusive hydra, you're not crazy. I was driving home 2 years ago when I saw my first and only paranormal entity. I've never seen another, hardly even saw the first. I have no mental illness, no drugs, alcohol, or caffeine in my system, no allergies. I was well rested, but long awake, alert, and content, and there it was. I suppose I would say it was very much like the classic Bigfoot, you know? But it held a sphere in its left hand. The glow hurt my eyes so badly, and it turned and was gone. It hadn't run away, it just vanished, right there. No explanation, no footage, no scratches, or prints, or witnesses, or lingering scars. But I know what I saw. I don't write this to convince myself, but to encourage you. You don't need to be crazy to see some magic. I know a man claims to have thrown a fireball from his hand precisely once. He was sober and away from all flame. He was angry about a prior conversation, and whoosh, there it goes. His career in wizardry came and went faster than a match. But it happened. He knows it. Just the once. A zombie crossed the road once, in front of a mother on a business trip. A perfectly good zombie, honest and genuine in all its parts and pieces, marched right across good old Highway 455 from one densely wooded patch of palmettos and into the other. It never did harm anybody, and lived a quiet and private undead existence. And I swear to you, it wasn't fake. That zombie was real, and neither you nor I, through any demand for proof or evidence, any heap of skepticism, can change the fact that there was an honest-to-goodness zombie on that road. It just wasn't for us. Not now, anyhow. Every mystic knows of the great alchemists who sought to complete the great work. But you know what they forgot? Magic is timid and unfriendly. Give me Paracelsus. Give me Hermes Trismegistus. Give me John Dee. And to them, I say, maybe. But we never hear of good old George Secor, who somehow managed to transmute precisely one piece of lead into gold, completely by accident, as he attempted to use an old fishing weight as a make-do target load for his black powder piece. No attempt at replication worked, and nobody quite had it in them to believe old George's story, especially the fanciful bits, and even more especially the ones he knew were a lie. He hadn't really shot the wings off of an angel, only to have the bullet bounce back pure gold. He was trying to slay a soup can, and missed the can so spectacularly that the ricochet nearly took his eye, landing right back on the work table. In time, George melted down his unexpected discovery into a lackluster pendant, and this too was lost to the sands of time. Perhaps magic only gave it to George precisely because he would lose it. Anyway, I'm going too far off track here, and don't have too much time. I can't regale you with every single one-hit wonder of necromancy, or enormous beasts both named and unnamed coming to us for just a little longer than it takes to blink. I can't tell you how many bumps in the night were actually monsters, and how many twigs snapping in the woods were something more than a bear. Every whisper from an incorporeal being, and every speaking plant and willful everyday object. Lives have been spent and wasted chasing that perfect high of the first meeting again, chasing the dragon in earnest, if you will, and to no avail. Here's the thing about magic. You don't control it. Magic is fickle. It visits you once and runs away, and that's that. Maybe it'll show up again, but always when it's not expected. That's precisely why wizards are crazy. Why gnomes aren't in biology textbooks. Why everyone knows someone who saw something that we have a hard time believing, but we all saw something that no one else could understand. Because here's the thing. You don't have to be a big believer in the paranormal. You don't really have to trust yourself all that much. You don't need to be a ghost hunter, or a scholar, or historian, or absolutely anything else in the world besides what you are precisely now in this moment. Because you don't have to be crazy to see a little magic.